Welcome back to Cataclysm. Oh, hey, there's an RV up by this, what do you call that? Refugee center that we were in. Very cool. So let's go ahead and poke at this RV. It should have a full assortment of items. Yeah, we can actually remove the fridge from here if we so wanted. The little mini fridge. All I need is my handy dandy wrench and we'll be able to rip that right out. So we are outside of the town. It is 1:48 in the afternoon. So what we're going to do is snag ourselves a free refrigerator. And then I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? I don't have to be next to it. I keep forgetting. I can just do it from here. And then we're going to probably do a little bit of reading for the rest of the day. And then we'll go ahead and try to, let me just drag the thing a couple squares over. Then we'll try to go into the town. I probably will have Sarah go down for a nap. There we go. Install the mini fridge. And just like that, the mini fridge is installed. Okay, cool. Very cool. I need to get some curtains. How can I add curtains here? Is it its own item? Curtain. Oh, actually, just a curtain. All we need is a sheet. We have sheets back home, so I will put some sheets up at some point. Can we put curtains on the actual front window too? That makes more sense as to why the front cabin of the driver's seat is actually closed off, so you can kind of secure yourself completely from the back. Maybe we'll make it so that there's only one door, and then we have a bit of a separator, a divider between the driver's cockpit area and the rest of the RV again. Because we were going to put cargo areas all along the back row. Maybe extend this entire thing out by a notch too. Alright, so let's go ahead and find a book to read. I think I can grab, I have to be right next to it. We want to read a couple things to get the rough estimates of what it's going to do for us. Right, so electronic circuit theory needs electronics of 3 to read. We still have advanced electronics, which needs 2. Engineering 301 will take us to 6, which I think we already are at 6. And Tactical Handgun Digest will take us to 1. Let's go ahead and read the Tactical Handbook book. By the way, did I turn off the car? I think I did. I'm pretty sure this vehicle is completely off. Alright, so Sarah's thirsty. She is a bit peckish. I'm going to go ahead and just get her all set to go. And then I'm going to sleep for a couple hours. We're not even tired, so hopefully she won't sleep through her alarm. We'll just say maybe like 4 hours from now, 8 o'clock in the evening. And we'll start our raid. Okay, the alarm clock goes off and you haven't slept a wink. That's funny. At least we were able to pass a little bit of time. Sarah is super hungry, so let's go ahead and activate one of our fancy MREs here. Frankfurters and beans. Let's grab the heat pack, heat up the entree, eat the entree. Delicious. And I think that's going to be enough. We'll take the crackers with us because they can serve as a kind of a bit of a snack during the day. Where did this go? Have you seen my crackers? Do we have them in my inventory? I think we do, actually. Okay, so we'll keep those with us. We'll go ahead and get a little bit of water as well. And I'm going to drop off some of the things we found from our undead military friends. I don't think I need to bring anything with me. We'll keep the military ID, just in case. I will also grab myself, we'll keep the light amp goggles. We'll keep the wrench in case that's needed for some reason. We've got the steel spear. A little annoyed that I managed to rip my military rucksack during the fight with our friends there. Also, my hoodie's completely destroyed, so let me go ahead and just get out of my hoodie. Hey, at least we've got our duster, you know? So for the evening, what do we want to have? We're going to grab ourselves the cart for sure. Sling pack might be useful. The folding cart, yes. I'll also grab any kind of medicine that we might need for ourselves in case we get hit. Let's grab one of these ID cards. I will take a multi-tool. You know what, let's just grab the toolbox for fun, and I'll grab the rollerblades too. Engine crane we were not going to need. 10 lockpick stethoscope will be good. I think the medicine might be over here. Did we already grab a first aid kit? We'll grab one of the antibiotics, and we'll also grab... Where did I put my... I thought I have it. It's the disinfectant is what I'm thinking of. And I'll do all. Pair of welding goggles. Filter... There it is. Okay, over to our inventory, disinfectant. Cool. So we've got one bottle of disinfectant on us. We've got our cart, multi-tool, stethoscope, stuff like that. We're pretty much full already, which is not probably the smartest thing in the world. We can go ahead and just wear those goggles, and we'll wear the rollerblades, and we'll wear the stethoscope too. So our torso is super, super encumbered, and our eyes apparently. It doesn't seem to affect our vision right now. Too bad. Otherwise, we're pretty full because of the folded cart. So it's about to start getting darker out. I think I'm going to go ahead and move into the truck, and I'm just going to have Sarah maybe wait for till dusk. Wait, 23 hours. Hang on. How about we just like wait maybe 30 minutes? Maybe it'll get darker then. There we go. Perfectly dark enough for us to start raiding. All right. So our goal for tonight is what? What do we have so far in the town? Now we can't, as we're moving through the town, unfortunately, in the middle of the night, unless you activate your goggles, you're not going to be able to, expose the fog of war. So we're not going to know what these areas are until right up next to them. There is a hardware store that I'd like to check out. There's also, I think this is a dojo, fitness gym. That might be useful. Sometimes it has some good snacks, things like that. Restaurants would be good. Bookstore wouldn't be bad. At this point in the game, though, I feel like we've got most of the books we might run into. Any kind of a grocery store would be really great. I don't think a strip club is going to help us out. There is a gun store to the north. Maybe that wouldn't be a bad idea to try out, see if the stethoscope can help us get into the gun store. Trying to think of any other items that we're seeing here. Restaurant might be good. We have a lot of items from doctors' offices already, so I don't know if it's going to be all that needed anymore. Let's just head west on this road that we're on, and we'll see what we come across. Aw. These guys died playing the D&D to the end. There's character sheets in the Dungeon Master's Guide out here. I'm super bummed. I like to picture that this basement is like in the style of maybe like a Hobbit basement. That's what I'm digging right now. That's what it is in my head. We did find a couple useful books. I think the guns and ammo will be something that we're going to be able to use to craft ammunition on our own. So that could come in handy. I'm going to do a bit of a mix of raiding both houses. And let's see, red sauce. Sure, we'll take the red sauce. Houses are nice because you're still able to get the tins of food. Tins of food are going to be really, really useful for us right now. What the hell? Open sewer, I think, is what that is. So tin food is really good for us because we don't really want... I don't want things that are going to be going bad too much right now, other than maybe actual animal meat that we harvest from an animal that we've hunted ourselves. Because otherwise, I just don't want to deal with food going bad all the time. I really shouldn't have gone down there like that. Let's go try to sprint through and over. There we go. And we're pretty close to a street, maybe 1 or 2 streets over. There is a hardware store down here. And this is kind of at the southernmost edge of the town. So if we kind of hit the southernmost edge, we'll work our way more to the north from there. Ooh, a garage sale, I think. We'll grab some E5 grab. Okay. We'll grab some army pants. There are some sunglasses here. We'll grab the eyeglasses too, because that's what we need for ourselves. And do these boots fit very well? Yeah, good fitting boots. We'll take those too. Super helpful. Is this a... this is a house that looks like they're packing up for a move. So sometimes you'll find some interesting, high-quality items in here. You won't find, like, food, but you might find items that a family might be packing up. Okay. Not the greatest of spots. Let's sprint through here. You bugger. Bit our leg. Our leg is a little bit low. It's not... I mean, it's not, like, bad, but it's one of those things... You always want to be careful about getting infected. So I try to be a little more proactive than not with the use of the disinfectant, especially since we have a couple bottles of disinfectant. I might hold off for the moment and see if it can heal on its own. I could use disinfected bandages too, but I think all it really does is does the same thing as if you would have put disinfectant on it directly. Like, can we make... What kind of a bandage can we make? You could make a... Oh, you know what we should do is boil some bandages. Wouldn't that make it more sterile than a standard bandage? Chance to heal, 90%. Oh, so the actual bandaging... So a makeshift bandage always is going to suck. A real bandage is going to be a little bit better, it looks like. I don't see anything that talks about the dangers of being an infected cloth or something. Oh my gosh, this roller, I think is operational. Oh, we'd have to hotwire it. That's a super bummer. We'll leave it alone. I'll trigger the alarm on that bad boy, so he can bring a couple of zombie friends to him. And our hardware store is just down here across the street. So let's try to get in without pissing off too many of our zombie friends. Are you going to be a useful hardware store? Kind of. I think for the most part we have a lot of these tools, like the cordless drill. I don't know if we have a wood cell. We'll take that. Take some cookies. Even though I totally said I wouldn't. I would try not to take any cookies. A battery, or sorry, radio without any batteries in it. So it's it's the weirdest hardware store I've ever seen. Things, I suppose. Ace. That was not super helpful. We'll skirt up the western part of town now along the river, or closer to the river, as that seems to be where more of the businesses are. I like that they keep the suburb effect. It's just a standard RV here getting smashed to pieces. I really want to find a luxury RV. I would be a very happy camper if we managed to find a luxury RV that I could play with. Because we could easily strip the parts from our RV to the new one. Let's go ahead and turn on my pair of light amp goggles and, you know, then wear them. There we go. We're a little bit more vision now, and we can kind of unlock the map tiles around us a little bit easier. What is this above us? This is a house? It's a house under construction. Okay. There's a brick kiln there. Are we running or walking? We are walking. Lots of dangerous holes for us to snap our ankles in. Public art place. Not seeing too much stuff that's mega super useful right now. I do have to keep an eye out for that car. Shoot, I never did go back to find that car by the bridge that had all of those reinforced solar panels. So one day we'll have to do that if we don't find another vehicle of the same sort down here. More of an office space. E-tablet PC, I don't think that's really all that great. A couple of boxes here. We'll go ahead and head back outside. Music is so spooky. Always so spooky. I'll be playing this late at night, and I get super creeped out by this sometimes. It can get a little too spoopy. You're just waiting for someone to kind of come around the corner in your door. You know, eat your soul. It's fine. A couple of clothing items here. Mining helmet. This might be nice. It's compatible with a bunch of different types of cells, right? Let's grab that. We don't have any... There's no... I can't even wear it, really? Okay, we're going to activate the folded cart. Start putting some stuff in the folded cart. Work gloves, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take the safety glasses, boots. I like taking some of these items because they tend to come up with plastic chunks or leather chunks. So if I can find anything that has leather in it, I'll normally try to grab that if I manage to actually notice it. Filter mask, work, welding goggles, those are all good. Things you can break down for more parts later on are always pretty strong. A garage. Hey, cool. Another garage that we are able to kind of pillage. How many steel frames? Just one steel frame. Now that we've kind of been exposed to a lot of this, I'm not quite as impressed with with this one as I was back in the old days. Dry belt with a jerry can there. We could take that. Air filter might be helpful. Is this one of those electric polishers? Yes. Can I unload you, though? Unload the electric polisher. Because I would love to take the battery. Did we immediately just grab the battery from it? I think we did. Yep, light battery cell. Wood saw, we already have that. Did we ever get that air jack from before? I don't remember if we actually installed it or not. One cylinder engine. We'll take the dry belt. Sometimes your engine gets broken and you have to mend it, as opposed to like doing the repair. So we'll try to take a couple of parts that might be useful for that later on. Heard crash, ignore all that. This should be okay. He says before everything goes to hell. I think there's also a little anti-room down here. Yep. Sure enough, there is a V8 engine. We'll go ahead and take the welder instead. Steel frame, dry belt. It's not too bad. Air filter, and there we go. Long string, thread, and some detergent. Why not? Perfect. I'm pretty happy with that run. Let's jump everything inside. Our cart is still like new, so it's still in good shape. Now, I could open this door and just kind of skedaddle out of here. I think that might be what I do. We need to go probably to the north and to the east. How's our goggles doing? God, that battery drain is super strong. I can't wait to get the book that's going to, or learn whatever we need to, that's going to let us turn everything over into the UPS mod. Because then I think we could put like an ultra high capacity battery that has that universal whatever on it. Can I go ahead and eat some... We don't have any painkillers, do we? I do think we have a first aid kit if we wanted to open that up. I don't think I want to crack it all the way open, though. We're only in, like, a little bit of pain. We are tired, so I do want to be careful about not going so far that I get exhausted. This is a liquor store, but the liquor store has a map in here, so I kind of want to grab the map. Shaftesbury Road, or sorry, Shaftesbury map of the area. Happily grab that. Bunch of tires lying around. We'll swing through the middle here. Where are you? Truck trailer. Unbalanced. That was a new setting on that trailer. Ooh. Don't like how many friends are around here. Let's try to split the difference. This looks like a dead-end road. No, the sidewalk is what's ending, that's all. So, intersection taking us north, a couple of homes that look like they've been destroyed. Come on, where's my wonderful brand open, or open gun shop at? That's what I want. Random house over here. Forested area. I'm gonna sprint. Remember, we do have our skates on right now, so we should be faster than most of our friends. This is another hardware store, but there are so many zombies out front that I don't think that I want to mess with it right now. We're gonna skip that. Couple more houses. It's funny how much you don't see at night when you've got your goggles off. All of a sudden, it got a lot brighter. It's 11 o'clock at night. Maybe the moon might have came out, actually. The moonlight helps night vision goggles work. So they generally will increase the... Night vision goggles work off the native light. So the stars and the moon. So when that all... Oh, wow. We actually got a crap ton of the area around us exposed. When there's more moon, when there's more ambient light, your goggles will do a little bit better. Okay, we passed up that hardware store. There's really crap. There's not a whole lot in this town. I think this is Newburgh, actually. I don't see any other name here. And we've mostly explored pretty much all of the town. I guess except for these center buildings. We were there, but we didn't get the actual full name. This is kind of a disappointing town, to be honest with you. What's left here? The small wooded area. A bunch of houses on the outskirt. There was a... I think that was the hardware store we wanted to go to, or maybe it was this one over here. Let's go ahead and loop back on this street to the east. And I'm going to try to get over to where the gun store is to see if we can't break into that. I'm going to turn off of our goggles for now and remove them, because once we have them off... Wait, what? How are we able to see so much? It's clear, it's dark. It's 11 o'clock at night. We can see forever. I guess just really great moonlight. Ooh, hello, friend. I want your clean suit. Or your hazmat suit, or whatever the heck you have. I wants it. Let's see if we can't get this guy's suit. He has a... jumpsuit. So I don't think that's what we needed to use for the fancy armor that we could make ourselves. Oh, there's a kitty. Little kitty friend in this game. Not until we're able to have the animal companion seats. I don't want to crush my animals under the wheels of our vehicle. I feel like my guilt would completely crush me at that point. I would not be able to continue the game. Let's scoot down here where this hardware store is. I'm going to take a peek at the hardware store, and then we're going to try out the gun store. Ooh, I don't like tight alleyways. Got really lucky there, honestly. Is this a grocery store? You are a grocery store. Let's go ahead and put on those light amp goggles for this. I'm going to skip most of the excess crap on the other... What the shit? To the northeast, you hear an explosion. That could have been a mine. I didn't hear a brrrp sound, and that normally indicates the gunfire. Is this bread? Paper wrapper. Yeah, I'm really only interested in the tin food right now. Ham radio. I think that might actually get us some electronics. I don't quite remember. Cool. We were in and out of there, thankfully. Making my way downtown. So there is a gun store at the end of the street. There's a smoking lounge and a hardware store right above it. Okay, so another hardware store. Do you have anything in here that might be of use? Not really. We have a steel jerry. We have a couple steel jerry cans. I don't really think we need paint right at this moment, nor do we need the whatever the heck that was. Is this a military vehicle? This is a Humvee. So Big Dread mentioned, one of our folks in our channel, they mentioned to take a look at the center areas, because sometimes I think I actually want to do it like this. Ooh, a recharging station, sure enough. So the recharging station is, this will charge any rechargeable batteries. So I could remove this with what? We could remove this right now on our own. It's going to take 18 minutes, though. And there's a bunch of zombos outside. Do we have any... Can I fire? I think I might be. But if I fire, I'm going to just bring more attention to these guys. Crap. Alright. Let's try to shout and pull them off the Humvee. You big dummies. Oh, my God. I have to get, like, really... Oh, my God. There's, like, a Hulk inside. Alright. Well, you know what? At least we know what to look for. We don't really need it right this moment. Because we don't really have anything that can use the rechargeable stuff yet. We have to start making the mod. And then attaching or converting our... whatever happens to be to that universal power supply. What the hell? A bandit bulldozer? What is this? It has spiked rams on front. A reinforced ram placed at the edge of a vehicle to reduce damage taken in collisions. It has a manual flamethrower? What? What is this? This is so cool. I've never found this in all of the time I've played this. Where the hell is the manual flamethrower? A heavy weapon mounted in a turret. It can be fired from the vehicle controls. This is nuts. It has no gasoline. It has one V6 engine. Tons of tanks of gas. So this is like... And on the wiki, they talk about what styles of vehicles you might encounter or you might want to build when you're playing the game. And one of them is your... kind of your all-arounder, your long-range vehicle, your mobile base, right? That's what our RV is. It's going to be considered kind of the mobile long-range base. The other one's kind of a raider, and the raider is what you'll want to use for actually going into towns. Shoot, can I not open this with a crowbar? I'm guessing because it's not letting me open it with, like, apply. Let's do this. Let's do apply crowbar this way. You can't pry that, okay? What about our lockpick? It stumps my efforts. Okay, we can try this in a different angle, maybe. Oh, sure enough. Let's try this again. Apply. Did I just drop something? Oh my gosh, I totally just opened this stupid medkit. Okay, apply the improvised lockpick here. Nice, the door opened. No alarm? Very cool. That is a display case with nothing in it. Okay, we have a gunsmith repair kit. Super useful. Firearm repair kit. Cheek pad. We have a bunch of attachments here. There goes the alarm. Rip your ears. A bunch of casings. We'll take the casing. Forward grip, yes. We'll take whatever the silencer is here. Compact silencer. Okay, so... I also don't think they can get... Oh my god, yes! A hand press and die set. Awesome. We're going to be able to take this and start making our own ammunition if we want to. Alright, let's dump everything into our cart. I'm going to go around the room and loot whatever I need. I have the metalworking chisel. I have all this stuff already. I have actually everything there I have. The electric forge. Holy crap. This is going to save us a ton of materials. We can actually add this to our vehicle and have a mobile forge wherever we need it. Oh, nice. Gunpowder. Rifle primer. Yay, it's like Christmas. Kinetic bullet puller or pincer? Puller, okay. Small rifle primer. Very, very awesome. I'm super excited about this find. This is really big for us. Let's close that. Go into this back room. Go into this room. And there's a bunch of magazines and stuff. So we'll grab the magazines. Now we're starting to get a little bit well armed. I don't think we have rifles yet. Still. But I'm okay with what we just came out of here with. That's awesome. This alone, I think, made the trip completely worth it. We now have the ability to make our own ammunition if we so choose. We might not stay in this town as long as I was expecting, by the way. If this is all it had, and we haven't gone to every single building, no, but we have been to quite a few. This is a fully operational... No, it does not have any controls, so that would not be a good vehicle for us to get. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and head back home. Or by home, I mean go back to our RV that's parked over by the station, or whatever that was, the refugee center. We'll go ahead and take a look at all the loot we've gathered. We might just head back home. I mean, honestly, we didn't quite... I don't know. I don't know if I want to explore every single house or what. You know, I mean, it's going to be a long time if I do that. Our light amp goggles died. I could do that. I could spend a day... What I might do is I'd do it off camera. So I might just go ahead and After this episode, I will explore the town of whatever town this is and come back and tell you what I discovered. So that way we're able to kind of, say that I did a good try. Ooh, looting all the areas. This is the house that I mentioned that might have something useful for us, like a, what do you call that? The katana. This is a chunk of steel spiral stone. Okay, normally it's right there. If there is a katana, it's right in that front room, so I don't think it's going to have anything. I thought I had my safe mode on, but I don't. So let's go ahead and get out of here. I don't want to be dropping my, have my entire cart destroyed right now. That would be not a good adventure for us. What the hell was that in the middle of the road? Is it a bra or is it jumper cables? Hey, jumper cables. Why not? Eyes like a hawk, you guys. All right. Let's continue on. We'll get back to the RV and we'll talk about what kind of items we managed to pilfer from the city. Okay, so we are back at the RV, and we did a pretty decent run. The most important thing we probably got there was the electric forge and the hand press and die set, because now I don't think I'm going to be able to see it. No, actually I can look like this. I can go into my inventory here and say if I wanted to, I don't know where we'd have to put it. Maybe here where the seat is? No. It may not let me look at this at all because there's something in the way on every single tile. But if we wanted to put in, is it furnace or no? It might be. Crap, I don't remember. Food Co is one of the items. Shoot, maybe it doesn't show up because there's something in the tile, so I can't see what you can craft until there's a hole in the area. Hang on, actually there should be a hole here, right? There's a hole here, so now we can look at all these different items, right? So, isn't it a furnace? I thought, or is it a forge? Okay, so a mounted electric forge. We would need a vehicle forge rig. So do you not count as a vehicle forge rig? I guess not. Hang on, where did this go? Forge. Oop, 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 this one, right here. There we go. I don't see it in the list. Mounted Ford electric forge. Vehicle forge rig. What is a vehicle forge rig compared to just a regular old electric forge? Because we have the electric forge. Did we not grab the electric forge? No! It's in our inventory. Okay, God, I was a little freaked out there. So maybe, combined with a little mechanical know-how, you can convert it to run directly off a vehicle's power system. I'm sure this is the recipe. I'll look it up on the wiki to see what we would need to turn this into the mountable version, but I'll take a look and find out. So yeah, we get a lot of items there. We got a little bit of food. I might even do, like I mentioned, I might go ahead and just stay here for the night. And I'm going to go through every single house I can, just looking for tinned items. So tin cans, MREs, anything that's a really long-term food. I'm going to try to grab it. I might even make a run in the morning just to try to unlock the rest of the city. So I can see the tiles and make sure we're not missing anything interesting. By the way, you know what would be kind of cool? Converting a school bus to our tank. It would be a lot of work to replace all of the windows, because the entire side of the bus is nothing but windows. So that would be kind of annoying, but that would free us up to have a bunch of extra glass if we ever wanted it. But we would have to have a ton of steel frames, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Again, a lot of this is going to be made easier if we're ever able to get ourselves a converter kit and start converting everything over to the rechargeable type of tools or batteries. All right. That sounds good to me. So I think this was good enough for the moment. I'm going to go ahead and rest up. And anything else we need to do? I need to probably move some of this stuff into different tiles. So I'll do my standard this here, this there, and reset the filter and do that. Holy crap. That was a lot of stuff. Is it? It's not full, is it? I always have trouble figuring out the volume. I think it's at 120. That's our weight, right? Okay, so the trunk next to us is 98 volume out of 162. So still tons of space. Wow, we are super... Why are we so damaged here? This whole side of the frame has been wrecked. Is this because we've been going off-road? Holy crap, look how much damage the frame has had. I honestly have no idea. The board's almost destroyed. The composite armor's doing its job. Maybe I do need to put composite armor across the entire outside of the vehicle. I have no idea. Maybe we should. Now, some people mentioned that taking a base, what was it, a military cargo truck, using that as your base vehicle first, and then kind of building in it from there is a little bit smarter than taking something like an RV, because it's a little bit more armored and protected. So maybe we'll look at switching our Uber vehicle around if we can ever find a nice big military cargo truck. And that might be the option. I don't want to take a tank because it's going to be a gas guzzler, I'm pretty sure. But we'll experiment a little bit more. We're going to continue on into the town. I will spend some time off camera, I think, looking for vehicles, I think, in the town. I'd like to see if there's any vehicles that we might be able to pillage or borrow or whatnot. I'd like to find maybe that solar vehicle we talked about before as well, to see if we can't perhaps get it into a position where we will be able to pull the wheels, or all of the things off of it. What am I trying to think of? The solar panels off of it. So I will let you know next episode what that turns out to be. But until then, my friends, I do appreciate your support, and I want to say thank you to everyone who, whether you stop in and, leave a comment, leave a question, or just kind of leave a word of encouragement. That kind of thing really goes a long way to just helping me stay motivated and, putting me in a pretty decent mood. So thank you guys for taking like a small amount of time out of your day just to leave a comment. If you guys want to come into our Discord, of course, we have a lot of people talking about Cataclysm, asking questions, getting tips, finding ways to survive the zombie apocalypse. So you're welcome to stop in and join us for some passionate zombie discussion, my friends. Yep. Until next time, my name is Tobal. You've been awesome. Take care.